Hello fair internet peoples, this is Nikki Gordon-Bloomfield here from Transport Evolved, and I'm here with a new show, a new concept if you will. Essentially what we're going to do is Mark and I are going to try these iPhone-esque shaky video posts every day, one a day, and we're going to alternate it, and we're going to talk about a thought or an idea that one of the news stories that we've covered today has brought up. Now, I'm aware that not everybody likes this. We've already had people complaining about the shaky videos, but all in all, people seem to like it. So we're going to give it a go. And some days we might be inside in the studio. Sometimes we might be outside. Today, I'm walking my dogs. But on to the topic at hand today. I've just written a story about Renault's autonomous vehicle project, which it's going to call Next 2. And come 2020, pretty much all Renault cars will have Next 2 technology in them. But what is Next 2, I hear you ask? Well, Next 2 is a type of autonomous vehicle technology that can drive your car at speeds of up to 18 miles an hour, perfect for stop-go city traffic and also great for getting through traffic jams. It will also help your car find a parking space, or to put it another way, you'll go to the parking lot, get out your car, and it will park itself. And then when you need it, when you return back to your car, you press a button on a smartphone app and the car will meet you at a predetermined point. It's all very exciting. What I find particularly exciting about this is not that Renault's self-driving technology will let you do other things when you're in traffic jams, but what this holds for the future and what this holds for autonomous driving technology full stop. As Renault points out, autonomous driving technology has a lot of applications. For a start, it can help an elderly population, a growing elderly population, stay independent and on the road. And if properly managed and maintained and networked, it could also really dramatically reduce accidents. But the thing I'm particularly interested in is what this means for driving in general. You see, I really like driving. And I don't just mean driving a car. I mean, I like travelling full stop. And I like the feeling that you get when you go around a corner and you get the speed just right and the wheels feel perfect and the car is moving along swiftly. Am I going to get that if my car is driving itself? Well, for a start, there's all of these concerns about motion sickness. I mean, if a car is driving itself, can I actually do work? Well, I'll quite happily work on a train, I'll work on an aeroplane, and yes, I can even work in a car, provided I'm on the front seat. I mean, if I'm in a car that's driving itself, will I actually be able to get on with work? Or will its motion on the road just make me feel too sick? Or will the autonomous driving experience be so smooth and refined that it will feel like I'm not even moving at all? Moreover, what of teenagers who view driving, at least in a historical context, as this rite of passage? If your car is driving you everywhere and you no longer need to take a driving test, then where's your rite of passage? What are you going to do to prove that you've grown up? And yes, I understand that children who can drive aren't necessarily all that grown up. In fact, that's one of the problems with giving 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds a car and a driving licence. And what about our civil liberties? Is being able to drive yourself somewhere in a car a God-given right, so to speak? Is it part of freedom of a democratic society, for example? And this is all really relevant for me because my two children are currently 10 and 11, and they're going to be in their late teens when self-driving car technology is supposedly going to come to market. So as a parent, do I actually let my children learn to drive? I mean, when they turn 17 and 18, should I just turn around and go, well, self-driving technology is just around the corner? I know that my kids probably, and I definitely, won't be able to afford a self-driving car when it comes out in 2020, and if I can afford a self-driving car, it will be mine, not theirs. But there is a good question there. Will kids want it? But the question I want to leave you with today, one that I want you to answer by putting your comments in the comments below, is the one about commuting and congestion. It's all very good that Next 2 is designed to help your commute become less congested by handling the stop-go traffic that I assume everybody else in the world really hates. But as a society, should we really be developing 4-seat cars that can drive themselves to take one person to work? Surely we should be using self-driving technology that is like a pod, like that GM pod thing that they had. Or better still, if you really don't want to drive yourself to work, there's a solution today that you can use. It's called public transport. And frankly, it's going to be better for the environment too. I mean, get everybody on an electric train or a tube or a trolley bus. That's got to be better than self-driving cars with one person in it, right? As a complete and utter geek, I'm really excited about self-driving technology, and as an EV journalist and EV nut, I'm really excited that EVs are going to be part of it, but I think it's still too early to say and to see what's going to happen. And just as a reminder, these are my personal thoughts on today's news. This is not me working as a journalist at this point. This is me just spouting what comes to mind. And hopefully tomorrow, Mark will do the same. Let us know what you think about the video. And if you like it, we'll carry on doing it. Bye! As a complete and utter geek, I'm really excited about self-driving technology, and as an EV journalist and EV nut, I'm really excited that EVs are going to be part of it, but I think it's still too early to say and to see what's going to happen. And just as a reminder, these are my personal thoughts on today's news. This is not me working as a journalist at this point. This is me just spouting what comes to mind. And hopefully tomorrow, Mark will do the same. Let us know what you think about the video, and if you like it, we'll carry on doing it. Bye!